Hello all officially, and welcome to episode 22 of the City of the Crimson Tower. I am once again joined by the fabulous, fearless five, played here by Anna Margaret, Sally Quinn, Lauren, Mav, and Matty. I am your GM, as always, Ethan, going to be leading these five through the next leg of this little adventure. But before we jump in, just our usual first few basic announcements. First of all, just a reminder, you can listen to this episode eventually, and eventually all past episodes on our Narrative Play podcast, Go Buff Yourself. So if you want to listen to this, The Wild Beyond, Mothership, or our upcoming Lords of Sin campaign, which already has a few trailers up there, head over to Go Buff Yourself anywhere you get your podcasts and give it the old listen. Next announcement, this is an 18-plus stream for language, content, drug use in and out of game, legal or otherwise in-game, but legal out of game, all of that. So I think that's already my announcements. Stick around until the end so that you can hear the incredible things that our players are up to, including a very exciting announcement from Anna Margaret about another place you can hear more games, including a few of us in there. I think those are my major announcements, and so with no further ado, let's go ahead and roll that intro footage so we can get into chapter 22. The high-pitched, screeching, and squealing sound of metal echoes from the adjacent mountainside that this train platform has deposited you upon. The train that you rode here from Bridgewater, now to the outskirts of Valaki Hills, pulls away into the fog, leaving all of you here, against this mountainside, with one road to follow. The trip here took who knows how long. But you saw some interesting things aboard that train, experienced some interesting things aboard that train. But now that you are here, with Ira by your side, the six of you, I have a question before we even get started. As you stand here on the train platform, the mountainside near you, black stone slick with the wet of rain, but having made it off of the train, how are all of you physically and mentally at this point? Whoever would like to lead us off, feel free.
I can... Oh, wait. You can start, and I'll go right after you.
I saw Hawthorne's hand, and I'm going to respect that. Hawthorne.
I saw Hawthorne's hand.
So Hawthorne, I think his emotions are just really on his sleeve right now because of what he just saw in this kitchen cart of this like blood and this voice calling for help. And Hawthorne has a hard time right now because he's struggling with the fact that he was, had this evil kind of inside of him and he really wanted to help people. And now there was a person and he just sort of left them. So he's kind of standing there in shock, not really comprehending what's happening around him, kind of like he was whenever he saved the baby, or didn't save the baby, but cut the baby out of that monster. So he's kind of a little bit in shock at this moment.
Karina was first off the train because she rushed the second it stopped, and about 2 steps off the train, she's collapsed to her knees. And she's not crying, but she's dry sobbing. And she still has the bite mark in her neck from that skull. And once again, she has her hand over the wound and she's just digging a finger into it to ground herself in an attempt to bring herself back and pull herself away from all of the mental fuckery that's gone on this train. And judging by the sobs and the deadpan stare, she's not doing a very good job of bringing herself out of there.
I can go next. So, I think throughout this entire experience of coming to this new world, I've wanted to try to help the rest of the group feel grounded, feel emotionally regulated, be able to recognize that while this is scary, we're okay. But there's a weird difference from feeling like you're part of the group that you're beginning to know, that you understand. And there's a moment on the train where I felt disillusioned. The people that I felt like I was so close to, there was a moment where I found myself doubting if I really knew them at all. And so I think I'm trying not to feel. And it's an interesting moment that we've gotten so far in this journey, and this is really the first time that Gloria is doubting whether they're on the right path.
I want to dig just a second more into that answer, Gloria, and that is because I did ask also physically. I'm curious if that doubt, that shaken resolve, is manifesting externally at all, and if so, how? And if not, what are you doing to try to contain it?
I think that while I often have my emotions as something I wield as conversation starters, as opportunities, it's like a light on my face. I think that when I'm feeling nervous, I remember going into the fog and seeing a version of myself I didn't recognize. And for the next bit, I found myself closing up. And I think right now in this moment, getting off the train, I'm closing in on myself and almost like curling in. I don't know. I think there needs to be some sort of awareness to even stop yourself from reacting. And this is too visceral. This is too much of a gut reaction. So I do think I'm kind of closing in.
Brawk?
Brawk is a zombie. He's standing, but just barely. He's not even there. He's swaying from side to side, his hands on his stomach. You, all knowing him, expect that he's going to throw up. It's just what he does. But he stares blankly into the middle distance. and begins to hyperventilate quietly, almost missing your perception of it. The slight shake in his hands, the strange retching forward, but there's nothing in his face. Brawk is broken. He doesn't know who he is. He doesn't know where he is or why. He doesn't know what is real or what's an illusion, what is meant to entice him or manipulate him. He doesn't know what's safe or what safety even looks like. He knows no rigidity in his bones. He feels jelly all the time. And it's taken this train, this delving into the dark side, this ignoring those in need, the mystery of it all. We're toys here. And he finally truly knows that. Nothing we do matters. Unless we don't entertain. Broken.
Ira, stepping off of the train, looks a little shaken by the entire experience. Who can blame them? Just like some of you. But after the train pulls away, they kind of shake themselves a little bit. Well, that wasn't so bad. Could have been worse, I suppose. We made it. It's the farthest I've ever been from home.
Yeah? That's... How are you doing?
Not bad. Well, excited in my own way. It's a new thing. But I'm not exactly sure where to go anymore. I knew the streets of Bridgewater, but from here on out, it's just as new to me as it is to all of you. I guess we follow the road. Should lead to Velocki Hills.
At this time, Hawthorne looks over to Nyne and was trying to assess how Nyne is at this moment as well.
Nyne at this point walked off the train, not really sure what he saw, but he tries to get a cigar out and lights it. Doesn't light. He tries again, doesn't light. He's repeatedly trying to light it, and it's more of an angry response of why is this not working? Why is this not working? And every flick of the lighter, he is seeing flashbacks of the train, of the people, the shadow creatures, the skull chomping on Karina, getting whacked in the face, as you can see the bruises from the fire poker, the manipulative play that he saw with all of this. And then once it lights, he takes a long drag. He takes a long drag from the cigar, just more of that calming, like, I need this to calm down. And when he blows out the smoke, he sees the eyes of himself from the mirror, his mirrored version, and then it dissipates.
Hawthorne's gonna go over and put his hand on Nyne's back. You okay, man?
Hi.
You okay?
Hi. You know I hate it here, right?
Yeah, I know, man. Iris, she thinks she's got a plan, or thinks she knows where we should go next.
Ira, what do you got planned?
Oh, plan? Me? Follow the road? See if it leads to the Lucky Hills. It should, as far as I know. Couple things. First of all, none of you slept on the train, as you were instructed not to do. As a result, everyone take a level of fatigue. You're a little tired now. That will be a -1 to all of your rolls.
Now, question.
Hit me.
If Karina didn't sleep the night before, even, that she got onto the train.
Karina was already at 1.
So now I'm at 2.
Correct.
Is there any
Speaking of
more effects of that?
Nope, it's just a penalty. I mean, mechanically, it's just an additional -1 penalty. Narratively, that's up to you.
Oh, yes.
Additionally, Karina, you feel a familiar sensation. It's been a little while. Your hands are shaking a little bit. Steadiness of your heart rate, the beautiful, sickly sweet smoke of opium helps you press down. Your heart rate is starting to become a little bit more accelerated now. It's been a little while. And so at this point, you have 2 choices. Indulge, or make me a vigor check to avoid the effects of withdrawal.
Given her current position and physical state, I am going to make the vigor check.
All right, so because of your habit hindrance, this is, like I said, vigor roll, but you have those 2 levels of fatigue already.
And a wound.
And a wound, so that is going to make things a little bit harder.
You have a wound. Oh, you do have a wound.
I do have a wound.
Okay.
And I'm going to let you know something.
She ran off on her own, okay?
Yep. I'm going to let you know something. The 3 levels of fatigue are classified as fatigued, exhausted, which is what you are, and the 3rd is incapacitated. Not that you are incapacitated as in unconscious, but you are so exhausted that you won't be able to perform anything classified as an action.
Okay. That's a nice solid 0. I am going to spend a penny on that.
It's 1 for me.
You know, she described things.
0.
She described things at the beginning so wonderfully. She should get a Benny, is all I'm saying.
I mean, it was really good. Don't get me wrong.
I don't make it my habit to beg for bennies, Sally. I just handle the consequences.
Well, but that's 1 spent. And another 0.
Yeah, I think as she sits there, starting to feel that icy chill down her spine, a familiar sensation that she used to play with. And even though she cannot remember that time in her life, it feels familiar. It feels not comfortable, but like when you shower and you turn the shower all the way to icy cold before you step out. And she goes to reach to her pocket and try to pull out her pipe, try to pull out her supplies. But even that much movement is too much for her right now. And her hands are shaking and soaked in her own blood from the wound that she's reopened on her neck. And she she cannot bring herself at this point to actually indulge, to actually do what she needs to do to keep moving forward.
So you are now mechanically listed as incapacitated. And, like you said, the exhaustion, the stress, everything just adds together at this point. And so, how does this intense amount of exhaustion manifest on Karina?
I think as Ira and Nyne and them were kind of discussing where to go next, Karina will try to push herself to her feet and try to mask what she's feeling physically. And just as she gets to her feet, she will just collapse back down to her knees, and just the dry sobs will turn to tears, and she'll be unable to drag herself to her feet.
All of you obviously see this. Just right here on the train platform. The echoes of the train itself just barely shifted from reality to memory at this point. Does anyone do anything?
Would giving Karina alcohol help Karina, or a donut?
I feel like if
Would
you
giving
start approaching
either
with the
of those-
donut, I'm gonna that might just jolt me into action.
Because in my mind, I'm trying to figure that out. If giving her alcohol would help, that side that's needing a fix.
I think being the individual that you are, Hawthorne, being someone who does gain benefit from that liquid courage, it's not an unreasonable thing for you to think.
I would straight up go, I would look at her. Hey, Karina, are you doing okay? And I would pull out my liquor bottle that I had taken from the place, and I would hold it underneath her nose, like, someone who has salts or spirits or trying to wake somebody up, and it's trying to see if she would want it, sort of sloshing it around. Hey, Karina.
Oh,
She doesn't grab it at all.
oh,
She
Hawthorne,
doesn't
that's-
verbally respond, but she does grab it and almost hold it to her chest in a comforting way, but she doesn't drink it, but she just kind of clutches onto it. Sorry, I cut you off there.
No, that's better. I was gonna say, Hawthorne, that seems like a good idea for cleaning the wound. On Karina, are you okay? Can I take a look at it? Okay, I'm gonna take a look at it until you stop me now. So here I go. Okay, I'm gonna try to cast healing on her neck.
100%.
As you
And
come down to look at the wound, she kind of still holding onto the balls, she'll just kind of try to push you away and shake her head a little bit. But
I'm looking the
her
other
face
way. I don't
betrays
notice.
her actions. For she looks in pain and desperate. Even though she's attempting very pathetically to push you away, she looks incredibly desperate right now.
So, Gloria, if you are attempting the healing power on Karina for Karina's wound, there's one thing worthy of note. That wound is more than an hour old. That puts it outside of the golden hour, which means you have to use greater healing, which requires
It was a 10 plus.
extra 10 points be spent in order to do so.
We might have to wait till I sleep because.
Well, you recover power points each hour.
Oh, I do. Never
Yeah.
mind. I can do it. I should be fine. I have 15 power points,
Yep.
so I will use 13 of them to try to heal this.
Yep, you We'll say that, especially the last hour that you were on the trip, because rest in this sense, like, it recovers 5 power points for each hour of rest. That doesn't require sleep, just normal, uneventful, easy travel can also count as rest for this purpose, and sitting on a train for the last little while you did, so you would have definitely recovered the few that you spent. So for 13 power points, go ahead and make me that occult roll.
Okay. And then we get 3 bennies at the beginning of every round?
Every session, yes. Just in case.
Well, I'm fatigued, so
Yep.
I'm not feeling as confident as I normally might. I mean, it's just it's a cut. I should know what to do, but I'm feeling a little anxious. I'm not sure I've got it. That's a 6.
6 will be a success. So, given the fact that this is the... Oh, Brawk?
Brawk, upon feeling the sudden shift in energy as you begin to use this healing, is just going to snap unusually fast towards your direction. What did I miss? And he's going to kind of come and rejoin you. He fixes his jacket on his shoulders, wipes his palms on the lapels, and resumes his hunch, and he has color in his face again as he rejoins you.
Gloria, this is the first time you've bumped up the amount of power and energy you had to put into this healing power. And so, I'm curious how this manifests. Either the power itself, or maybe any indication we might see on Gloria of the extra energy you're having to invest in this power.
It's a little bit manic. It's like I went in to try to heal a wound, which I seem to have been able to do okay up until this point. And then suddenly, as the kind of gold sparkles, my wings flapping a little, there's some gold sparkles coming from me towards this open gash in your neck, Karina. And then it's like the little sparkles come in and start to kind of encourage the skin around your wound to close, but it's just not doing the thing. And so I kind of have to flap a little harder, and then I'm squinting a little, like I must just be getting worse at this. But it worked finally. So
As
it all worked out.
Self-doubt just at that moment, because you already stepped off this train with a shoulder of doubt. And as your powers failed you in healing this, that doubt that was directed towards your companions and external forces turns its eyes inward for a second. But as doubt casts its gaze upon you, you beat your wings a little bit harder, and the wound around Karina's neck where the head had bitten knits and closes. You can remove 1 wound, Karina. I'm also going to say you can remove 1 point of fatigue, just because that does go away after an hour or so. And so your first point that you were carrying around with this extra healing will also be taken. So you are now at 2 levels of fatigue and no wounds.
Okay. So as the skin knits back together, it does leave a faint silvery white scar against her skin. And Gloria, were you behind her or in front of her?
I didn't want to look at you shaking your head no at me, so I'm behind you. I'll start to also I'm tired, but I don't want to show how exhausting that was. I'll kind of slink down so I'm next to you, and I'll do like a French twist in your hair.
after the
Try to get the
healing
blood
is
off
done
the
and-
hair.
Yeah, no, it's very clumped in there. It's quite gross. It's like the coagulated. Yeah, no, it's nasty. As you are braiding her hair, she'll just turn towards you and very gingerly, very slowly, with shaking hands, place one hand on your cheek. Nyne's right. You are an angel. Thank you, Gloria.
I've got you.
Are you gonna drink that or give it back?
Take a penny.
It takes a solid like half a minute before she realizes what you're talking about. Oh, right. Sorry. And she'll just hand it back to you.
Ah, thank you. He takes a swig and puts it in his pocket.
Does anyone else need assistance medically? And he just kind of looks around. He looks pretty just stressed out and worn out. So I'm not really sure.
Unless your powers can heal us, like, mentally, fuck.
Maybe we should. What time is it?
Looking around outside, I see you, Nyne, give me 2 seconds. Looking around outside, there is a dim gray light from the sky. Still heavy thunderclouds. Come here, Leo. You want to be co-DM? Come here, buddy. Come here, co-DM. Come here, co-DM. Everybody, this is Leo. He is my co-DM for the evening. Gray light peeks its way through the heavy clouds here, but it isn't storming here right now. It's just ever so lightly drizzling. Your guess, just based off of what you've seen, I mean, this is maybe the brightest you've actually seen the sky since you've been here, so day? Time-ish? It's kind of hard to tell by the sky here in Barrowville. I saw Nyne's hand.
With that wonderful description, Nyne will also pull out his watch to see what actual time it is, and for some reason the clock hand just kind of keeps going and going. Oh, well, that's not normal. Okay, well, this is no good to me anymore, because time. Hey, Ira, does time work funny here to you? For you guys?
Time's mostly a bit of a concept, they say. But I can't say I have any idea how long we were on there. How long did it feel like to you?
Too damn long. Do you guys have a cat problem around here?
I don't know what you're talking about, man, but you guys, I saw something in there. I looked into the kitchen area. There was a person. They were begging for help for these, and he pulls out one of the donuts from his pocket. I think for these, and he just holds it up and looks at it. I don't know if we should go forward. I don't know what we should do, but I just feel really sick to my stomach.
And Brawk springs into some sort of action to come and like calm. He knows what it feels like to suddenly need to retch, And so he's at your side with, just let it out. What do you mean? And he will go to take the what the heck is it?
The donut?
Donut?
Thank you so much. Sorry, it's been many.
Yeah, you brought, first off, Hawthorne would not let you have the donut, to be honest. He doesn't trust anybody with the donuts anymore because you're going to eat it, and I'm not going to let you eat it.
Okay, and he goes to take it, and then is like, okay, so that's not this. So he's just going to point at it. What do you mean? What? And his eyes get wide. What do you mean?
Does it even matter anymore, you guys? The train's gone. It doesn't matter anyways. The person's gone. We can't save them, no matter what. And he reaches into his pocket to rub the rope that he has in there. It's knotted up, and he's kind of in shock again. He puts the donut away, and then he takes a swig of alcohol.
The comforting burn runs down your throat, and as it does, you feel your confidence return just a little bit to you. And you're able to focus on the task ahead a little bit more, even as your vision starts to pleasantly swim just a little bit from the straight gin that you are gulping down.
Maybe we should find a place to rest.
That actually sounds wonderful. I'm personally tired. I don't know about you all.
I can keep going.
No. You gotta rest too. Does anyone have any ideas as to what they think safe would look like? A place that's safe.
Well, if we could find a place, we could alternate staying up for a little bit, and watch out for the others, and take turns, maybe?
Yeah. That would be... That would... Nyne, would that make you more comfortable?
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. I'll be okay. Just as long as you guys get somewhere dry and you guys can sleep, I'll be fine. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It doesn't make me feel more comfortable, but it's nice to hear that you seem to be okay with it. Should we?
Lead on, Ace. Come on.
Hawthorne's coming back a little bit, and he's like, okay, Brawk, and he smacks him on the back. And he starts to look around. Hawthorne starts to look around. Now, we see the path ahead. Is there anything for coverage area around us to rest?
In terms of rest and safety right here, go ahead and make me a notice check.
Now, the fact that I slapped Brawk on the back and I asked him about it while I was looking around, does it prompt Brawk to make a sleuth check at the same time?
I would.
But you can only use it once, can you? So, should you?
No, I can still use it. I should always use it, actually. So I'll be doing that.
Okay. Oh, you're going to spend a penny?
Yeah, because he would definitely.
Oh no, then don't.
What? No, it's
don't
my
spend
whole
a
skill.
penny.
It's
Don't
my
give him that.
thing.
Okay. I got a 3, so I'd have to spend a penny to notice anything.
So before conversation even started, the moment Brawk gets out of his haze, his eyes would dart. He's a turret. He wants to see everything. He's sleuthing. So at this moment, that is what he is intentionally doing. Alongside you, prompted by him. Oh, I forgot I had this thing.
So you spend a penny for sleuth, just to notice everything around you.
Yes.
it's not like there are any buildings right here. You do see in the distance the slouching silhouettes of buildings down the road. You also do see that there is, here on this, because, like I said, this road runs directly along the side of this black mountain. There are overhangs. There are alcoves and caves that you might be able to use at least for cover from the rain. There's also this train platform itself, which has a bench and a covered, a covering over the bench, so you could also use that to get some shelter for the evening. Those are the main things that stick out to you here.
We're lucky to be. And he throws both hands in the air and shrugs his shoulders. Relatively quiet place for once. Should we? And he straightens himself up and addresses everyone. Should we go for a stroll?
One other thing that you notice with your sleuth is a solitary raven watching you from atop the cover of the train platform.
Okay. As Brawk clocks this raven, without hesitation, he's going to walk towards it. What does it mean? What do you want? What is this place? And he's just going to realize that he's let his hopelessness get the best of him, and he's going to toss his coat onto his shoulders and march back over. Should we go for a stroll? And points to that thing.
Yeah, let's go. I got out of the fucking
Hawthorne
rain.
impulsively, because it's one of his hindrances, impulsively picks up a rock from around him and chucks it at the raven.
As it as it croaks down at you, you pick up a rock and chuck it at it, and it takes off from where it was perched watching you, but doesn't go far. It takes to the air, but circles above.
I don't know if it's going to leave us, you guys. I don't know if the stroll is going to make a difference. It can fly. What's going to stop it?
Obviously, you throwing a rock at it because you can't aim for shit.
To do something. You were doing nothing. Don't even start with me.
Fuck you, big drunk bastard.
Yeah, you just want some of my gin. Shut up.
Ooh. And Brawk is going to... Where's the raven? It doesn't matter. He's going to...
Where's the
rush
what?
over the raven.
The raven is currently flying overhead.
He's going to run underneath his body and just wave both arms. What? What? And he's yelling at this fucking bird.
You shout.
Whole way there.
The raven alights once again on top of the train platform as you shout at it. About 6 more ravens come and also land atop and hop their way along until they are all watching you.
Guys, okay. So, Brawk is... He sees that all these birds are here. Looking at him? At all of us? Who
You-
are they looking at?
I mean, you can make me a notice check to see if they seem to be watching one person in particular.
Yeah. Let's do that.
You
got it.
apologize to those fucking birds right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, juicy. 11.
11. Then
11.
there is no ambiguity. They seem to be watching all of you in equal measure, just watching you as a group. There isn't one that they seem to have a particular focus on. Though I will admit, a few eyes of the ravens do seem to linger longer on Hawthorne.
And at that moment, Hawthorne already has started, okay, and he starts walking.
Brawk is pissed. So these birds are surrounded and they're just chilling. They know, you know, and Brawk is just going to fall to his knees and cry. What do you want? Who are you? Yelling. It burns.
Brawk, I think they're just birds, man.
They're watching. They're watching, and he's good. Are you close to him?
Yeah, I'm right there.
He's gonna grip your body. They're watching. Wide-eyed at you. They're watching us.
As you collapse down and begin just desperately shouting, one of the ravens drops down onto the ground, flutters down, and hops its way towards you. It picks up a small pebble, just actually less a pebble and more honestly a chipped portion of concrete from this train platform, picks it up in its beak, hops towards you a few more times, and sets it down in front of you. As it does, you notice something about this raven. The edges of its feathers are tipped in blue. Gloria,
Bird.
with it being on the ground, you're able to see it too. You've seen a raven with blue-tipped wings. Leo, buddy, come on now. I can edit out a lot, but not while I'm talking. Come here, my guy. Come here. Come here.
I apologize.
notes
That is
back here.
my cat.
Yeah,
Just
in my,
nod and smile.
In my co-DM. Gloria, you've seen a raven before with blue-tipped wings. You saw it watching you while you were in the church.
Oh. After I healed the vampire.
Correct.
Oh. Karina.
Karina looks up from where she's been poking a puddle with her reflection in it for like the last 5 minutes as they yell at ravens.
Still sitting on the ground together. So like, don't be too obvious. But if you look to your right, maybe 2 paces, do you see that bird with the blue wings?
Yes.
That's not developmentally normal, I believe, for ravens, the best type. But the blue wings, I think I've seen them before. Maybe even the same bird.
From where? From Bridgewater?
Do you remember when you were digging all the random holes and getting covered in dirt and getting all of your new clothes dirty?
I was definitely not just digging random holes, but that's...
Okay,
Beside the
well,
point.
do you recall?
Yes, I do recall.
Well, I was washing my hands in the church, and I looked out the window, and that same bird was watching me, I'm sure.
Do you think it's Strahd?
I think it's... maybe she's watching through the bird. I'm not confident the bird is Strahd.
I mean,
Sorry. Sorry.
we've known her to watch through critters before. Why the blue wings, though? That's a dead giveaway.
Well, typically in nature, if an animal has like a colorful appendage, it's to either attract a mate or draw attention to it, or maybe let people know it's poisonous. Like in the case of like poisonous frogs, they're like brightly colored to alert people to know that they're dangerous. Honestly, any of those reasons would be a bad reason for this bird to be blue, whether it's trying to attract us to it or let us know it's poisonous.
Yeah.
Brawk is going to react to this very... Well, this bird just gave me a rock, right? So he was screaming and confused. Could have sworn that he was being watched. They were being watched. But maybe it's not bad? This bird... Guys! And he's going to reach for the rock. He puts one hand out and with his dominant hand, reaches for the rock gently and then just opens his hand and offers a perch for the raven.
Flies back up to the platform, the top of the platform with the other ravens.
Fuck. He's gonna stagger to his feet. Guys! That raven just gave me a... Look! It gave me a rock!
So, Hawthorne has been walking while everybody else is just standing there. Has any ravens followed Hawthorne?
How far have you walked away from the train platform?
I have continued. As soon as I saw ravens impulsively staring at me, like multiple of them staring at me, I was like, yeah, okay, fuck this, bye. And I started walking. And so I just, honestly, he would keep walking just to ensure no ravens were following him.
In that case, if you do walk off, there is still a small amount of ambient fog here in this area. So it's not too heavy here. So you probably have about 500 or 700 feet of visibility right now. As you start to hit that border where you can almost look back and not see your friends, you do hear and the sound of, and you look up and see about 10 ravens currently flying in the air. They fly faster than you walk, so they will frequently stop and perch on the mountainside and watch. And then as you keep walking, catch up, land again, and watch some more.
So at that moment, Hawthorne will literally go, fucking A, and he'll turn around and go back. Because there's no point in going forward. He's trying to run from freaking ravens.
As Hawthorne turns around and heads back to the group, I know we're only an hour 10 in, but let's go ahead and take a quick break, because I know some of us ran here and probably have to pee and all of that. So let's take a super quick break. We will be back at the top of the hour, so that's 8 Mountain Time. We'll be back to see what we all do from here. Don't go anywhere, friends. We are back. Hawthorne, you see the ravens are not stopping watching you just because you walk away, so you turn around, head back to the group once again. What are we all doing, y'all? What's the plan?
So first thing, Hawthorne will inform everybody. You guys, I did none of y'all even notice that I walked away? Did none of y'all even come after me?
Hawthorne.
Okay, you know what?
really
No, I
sorry.
don't want to hear excuses.
No,
I don't
but
want
look
to hear
at this
excuses.
bird. Look at this bird.
No. I walked
This
away,
is sort of
and there was
important.
10 more birds. There was 10 more birds.
But look, this one's blue.
What makes this one
I've
so
seen it
special?
before. It's blue, and I've seen it before.
They gave me a rock.
No, not did the blue one give you a Brawk? Was it this one? It was the blue one. Wait.
Okay. Slow down.
I already told you.
What is going on?
Okay. I don't want the blue bird to see me or read my lips, so I'm going to turn my back to the blue bird. Guys, I've seen this bird before. When Karina was digging holes, and when we were in that church, I was washing my hands in the sink to get off all the... Anyway, I was washing my hands in the sink, and I looked out the window, and I saw that bird.
Hawthorne's gonna cover his face too, like she did. So we should kill it?
No! What? No, don't.
I think
Don't do that.
I think she's watching through the bird. I didn't come up with this originally myself. It was kind of Karina, but I do think that her theory had weight. To clarify, it was not Karina watching us through the bird. I think it's Strahd.
You
So
hear...
glad, aren't we killing it?
Oh, you are whispering. Never mind, you don't hear anything.
I'm trying to be subtle.
You're good?
I've got my back to the bird, and I'm whispering to the group.
The bird does not know. I have my hand over my mouth
Yep,
too.
you're good.
Does not know our intentions.
I had a feeling if she's watching through the bird, she could read lips or something. So I'm fully away from the bird.
Got it.
Oh, okay, we're not killing the bird because it gave Brawk a rock, and it was nice.
Can I look at your rock, Brawk?
It knows. Yes, you can look at my rock. But it gave me a rock. My name is Brawk.
I would love to closely examine this rock.
You look at it. There's nothing that special about it. Looks like, honestly, more like just a broken piece of concrete than even a rock. It's nothing.
It's typical for ravens and birds to not only hoard small trinkets, but periodically share them with being humans that they have an attachment to, or so. But circling back, it was that bird, and I've seen that bird.
Karina?
I'll give you back your rock.
The entire time they're having this conversation, Karina has been staring blatantly at that bird with the blue wings and kind of watching if it reacts to the movement below, if it seems to be like the head bird. She's just trying to study this bird to the best of her foggy mind.
While this conversation is happening, you pay more attention to the bird itself. They keep talking.
I pay no attention to everyone else.
They keep whispering and talking for a little bit. Probably 2 minutes or so of quiet, whispered conversation. And you're watching this raven, and now there are about 20 here atop. But this one raven with the blue wing, or the blue tips on the wings, as this conversation continues, opens its mouth, opens its beak, and makes a sound that you wouldn't associate with ravens. It sounds almost like a snore. And then...
Did you guys hear that?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you trying to talk to us, bird? And she's just gonna slowly rise to her feet and look back up at the bird. Are you trying to tell us something?
It opens its beak again, and you can tell that the sound it makes, it's still from it. It is still a naturally made sound, but some birds are incredible mimics. And as you ask this question, it produces a sound that sounds almost like a key turning in a lock.
Hawthorne's gonna impulsively do what any person would do with birds. He's gonna pull out his donut. He's gonna take a piece off of it, and he's gonna try and toss it to the birds and see if they react to it.
Like onto the ground or like up onto the platform or the roof of the area?
I would
here?
toss it probably to where they are, trying to get them to lure them. Like, I don't assume they're regular birds because I'm trying to get the blue one the most.
You toss it up there, just a crumb or like a scrap of it, tear off a little, toss it up. A few of the ravens hop over to it and start to poke at it with their beaks, and as those 2 or 3 do, several other ravens take very briefly to wing and fly right overhead of those few ravens that were poking at the donut and start to croak and caw loudly at them. Ha! Ha! Until the ravens that were poking at it hop away from the scrap of donut. And then they all resettle on the roof.
Did Blue Wing react at all?
It was definitely one of those that harried the crows or the ravens that were pecking at the donut. Nyne, I saw your hand.
Hey, Hawthorne, can you, like, not give the bird, like, the fucked up donut, please? Can you not do that? I'm
Hey,
pretty
Nyne. What?
What, Hawthorne? What are you gonna say?
What's your idea if you're not going to give it a donut? Huh? What you got?
My idea is that it sounds like they're trying to tell us to follow them, maybe, because they're probably trying to show us a place to rest. I mean, it sounded like, what was it, a snoring? It sounded like it was snoring, and then it sounded like a key turning. I'm pretty sure that means they know somewhere we can fucking sleep. And let's be real, we all kind of need it. Not me, but we all kind of need some sleep, okay? It's fine.
I'm not trusting these things, but I will admit, I didn't think of that.
I wonder if they know where a hot bath is.
Maybe we ignore birds.
I'm with Gloria on this one.
Let's just walk on the path until we see somewhere to stop, and then we stop.
That sounds like a plan to me.
I'm all for it, but the more birds start to come, just to warn you. And there's fog.
Karina's gonna look back up to the blue-winged bird. Are you trying to lead us somewhere? If so, just start flying. I'm sure we'll follow.
None
I'll
of
follow.
them takes to wing.
Fucking weird birds. So, back to the stroll, I guess, then.
Are we going or are we staying?
Let's go.
You all
Right? Let's go.
Yeah, Hawthorne will be in
Yeah.
the back trying to make sure everybody goes out in front of him.
Do you want to ride, Gloria?
Yeah. I'll kind of come with you, and as we walk, I start a sentence and stop like 3 separate times. Well, never mind. Yeah, I don't know. And finally, the words just start tumbling, because if I don't say something, I'm just not going to say anything, and I'm just going to be like, so, in the mirrors, in the train, did you see yourself?
Yeah, I did. Or something.
Do you remember any of it?
Bits and pieces.
Do you remember when Brawk, Karina, and I tried to find you guys?
Now, mind you, Nyne is kind of just looking ahead because he is cradling you, so you don't have to walk. I do. Vaguely, I do.
Oh.
Why? What's up?
It was a weird room. I didn't really see myself how I thought I would, if that makes any sense. But then it made me worried that that's not only what I really was, but that maybe how I thought people were seeing me wasn't really how they were seeing me the whole time. Does that make any sense? And I got worried because then right after I saw me not looking like me in the mirror, I saw you, and then you didn't really look like yourself, and then you also didn't seem to see me at all.
Oh, well, there you go. I always see you, so that wasn't me.
Oh. That makes sense. In a weird, convoluted way, that kind of does make me feel a little better.
Glad I could help you in any way possible, and just remember, I told you beforehand, your hands are super powerful. Like, you can heal anything. Okay?
I look back to make sure Karina doesn't see me. I'm gonna just kind of whisper to you, Nyne, lean up so I'm close to your ear. I didn't think I was gonna be able to feel Karina.
Look, if you ever feel like you can't do something, just know that I got you. That I care. I have a lot of faith in you and being able to do your job. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Nyne. I'll just kind of lean and kind of against my will, my eyes start to shut. I'm so tired. And I'll just kind of let you carry me.
Yeah.
When you look back to see Karina, Gloria, she's struggling to keep up. And I think after like 5 or so minutes, she's just going to take Hawthorne's arm and just kind of steady herself on Hawthorne. He's a big guy. She's pretty frail right now. And she's just going to lean heavily on Hawthorne. It's the only way that she could actually keep up. And she just looks like a soaked puppy right now.
Hawthorne sort of starts carrying Karina a little bit, keeping an eye on Brawk at the same time because he's pretty much just trying to wrangle people right now. He's got a little liquid courage in him, so he's still a little excited and focused at the moment. So he's just trying to keep an eye on all the ravens, which I'm guessing a lot have started accumulating over the top of us.
Yes, they have. As you all continue
I don't see them.
As you all start to walk from this train station following the road that hugs this dark mountainside. The street that you walk along eventually starts to pass. Like I said, you could see in the distance the silhouettes of buildings. And the street that you follow starts to pass between them. Abandoned neighborhoods. Entire blocks of houses. Empty, broken, collapsing, shells. And before too long, as you're walking, as you all glance overhead because you are constantly hearing the sounds of the ravens, when you glance overhead, you see hundreds that are following you. And as you walk through the road and start to walk between the buildings themselves, they land on the roofs and gutters and stoops of these buildings, so that every building you look at, left and right, is dotted with ravens watching you.
Brawk walks with his rock in his hand, visible to them at all times, continuously looking up as they're walking, scanning the tree line, anywhere they are. Even though they don't have words, and he's looking at Karina. I know they're saying something. And steadies himself, because he is also frail, on the other side of Hawthorne.
Everyone's, with the exception of, I guess, Gloria, because you're not walking right now, but everyone's feet start to drag a little bit. You're all very tired. You haven't slept since you left the billiard hall. Who knows how long ago that actually was? Your eyelids start to feel heavy, your shoulders weighing tons. You all had mentioned that the plan was to find shelter or somewhere to stop and get some rest. Is that still the plan? As you...
Yes!
Oh, go ahead.
We could just stay in one of these empty houses. I need to sleep.
I don't just think I can. Well, go much further either. Can we please stop here?
Question. Is there a particular house that may have less ravens on it? Like, where I'm looking around and I'm like, I pretty much am like, oh, this one actually looks semi-decent because it only has 5 ravens on it compared to 20.
I mean, I will say there aren't any that you notice that the ravens seem to treat as anathema. There aren't any that they avoid landing upon. But, yeah, not all of them have equal numbers, so you absolutely spot a nearby building that only has a half dozen ravens on the stoop here.
Follow-up question. Can we still see the blue-feathered raven, and is it sitting on a building?
With hundreds here, that's going to require a notice check.
Oh, good. I'm only at a -2 now.
You're going to make one also, Nyne? All right.
I got a 12.
12?
Oh, wait, are we
I got
all
a
notice
2.
checking? I'll notice check.
Anyone who might be looking for the blue winged
Yeah, that's
raven.
definitely me too, yeah.
So a 12.
Oh, just the blue. No, I'm looking for a place to stay. I'm not looking for the raven.
I don't think that is easy enough. It doesn't even require a notice check to just find one of the buildings.
Well, I've
that
had
is
some
less.
alcohol. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm focused on.
So a 12 for Nyne. Karina? So, Karina,
I got a 2.
you don't spot this raven, but again, there are hundreds right now. Nyne, though, you do. At the moment, it is several buildings ahead of you, perched on the roof of one of the buildings, watching.
Nyne, usually whenever he's talking, his eyes are just like dishes. You see Nyne's eyes go full cat-like and pinpoint the raven on the building far off. And he whispers, "It's over there." Maybe we go to that building?
My gut is telling me to follow him. I don't know why.
Me too. Maybe throw up Brawk. And his eyelids are so heavy, he's talking with them closed.
I say we vote on this as a group. I mean, Ira should be included. We should vote which house to go to. I don't trust the ravens. I know you guys want to, but what if it leads us into a house like we were in before? The never-ending hellhole we were in.
Well, the vote is fair. And you make a good point. And he just starts shaking a little.
But when we went off the allotted track, we ended up in horrible, horrible situations of fogs and memories. Maybe we should stick to where it feels like we're being pulled. That's probably why I feel like we should go to that building. A vote is good.
Okay, Karina wants to go to the building. Who else wants to go to the building?
Oh, they're gonna give me a rock. I want to go to the building. Though I don't
Okay, that's
care,
2.
really. At this point.
Nyne has his back turned to everybody and still staring at the raven. Nyne looks down to make sure that Gloria's kind of asleep, like can't notice. But Nyne kind of just not fully collapses, but just like lets the weight of things just hit him for like a moment. Because one, he ate one and a whole half of that donut that's still affecting him. And he's tired. Breathe deep. I vote the building.
Well, that's 3. So, Gloria, Ira, what are your thoughts?
Sleep sounds
Gloria
good.
closed your eyes a while back. I think I'm asleep.
Well, no, the question is, do you want to sleep in that building where the raven is leading us, or a different one? I'm talking to Ira, not you, Gloria.
I guess that one would be fine. Looks around at the buildings. There are ravens on all of them. 6 of one, half dozen of the other.
Okay, well, I'm just making this known. I do not trust this in any fashion. But I'm carrying 2 of you, so I have to follow you. So let's go to the building that you guys want to go to. Poor Gloria doesn't even have a choice. Nyne, you okay to carry her?
Always.
And Brawk is going to squeeze Hawthorne's arm a little tighter and kind of just let his head rest on his arm. Hey, thank you for using logic at a time like this. Everything's so unknown. It's nice to hear something that makes sense.
Well, let's just go get some rest. Everything will make sense, at least more sense, soon enough. And we're all going to start walking to the building to walk inside of it.
You feel the weight of hundreds of pairs of eyes follow you all as you walk into this building. Karina?
As we get closer, Karina will break away from Hawthorne. Since it was my idea, I'll open the door.
The door itself, wooden door. The house that you're heading to is single story, stone and wood. But by the look of it, maybe 80, 100 years old, and abandoned for who knows how long. The door, wooden, is partially off the top hinge, so it leans. It doesn't sit in the doorway well, so you have to shoulder it a little bit as it scrapes along the ground with a squeal as you push it open. There's the dripping sound of water landing in a puddle in here from numerous leaks in the roof. It's dark. There are no lights on. You didn't see any lights on in any of these buildings. It is dark in here, aside from the gray light that makes it in through the holes in the roof and the gaps in the boards of the windows. And as you close the door behind you, those blades of light cut into the house, the dust just hanging thick in this place. But inside here, it's still furnished, albeit with old, moldering, neglected furniture. Everything in here has the scent of mildew and age, and yet you can still almost smell the smell of an old, wet fire in here. But that's what you see as you step into the main room. That's what you smell.
She will pull out her flashlight and slowly and meticulously make sure this house is empty.
Walking
Going from room to room.
Room to room. As you walk through here, you don't find anyone. But there are a number of occasions. Oh, our dogs are going crazy at something. Goodness. Must be someone delivering something. Good watchdogs. Though you don't see anyone in here, you still feel like you're being watched. And you look up, and you see, in the gaps in the roof and ceiling, several ravens looking down. You find bedrooms, one of them clearly that of a child. There are several wooden toys that are still scattered across the ground in here, not picked up from the final moments of play when this house was occupied. But you don't find anyone else in here. It seems unoccupied and abandoned.
She will make her way back to the front door. Looks empty, mostly dry, and the ravens definitely are still watching us, even inside the house. But maybe we can get some rest.
Was there any room that, didn't have holes in the roof to allow them to stare at us?
The master bedroom didn't have any huge holes in the roof. There's still a little bit of a leak in here, but it's not from a large gap, just a little imperfection in the roof, allowing it to just drip, drip, drip.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, let's set up camp there. Everybody okay with that? Nyne, you want to put Gloria down? I'll put Brawk down on the bed too.
Dust the sheets off first.
Oh man, come on.
Nyne just looks at you.
Okay, Hawthorne throws Brawk over his shoulder because he's holding him right now. So he throws him over his shoulder, and then he takes the sheets and he just does a big whoosh, like trying to shake off the dust off of it and flip it upside down.
Just a huge amount of dust rises up from this, making each one of you either sneeze or cough or get a runny nose for a second as it just fills the space. But then you flip the comforter over, deposit Brawk onto the bed. All right. Were we, I know we're all, you said staying in here. Was there anyone who needed to get sleep first? Shall we take shifts? I don't know.
I'm probably doing okay. I got my gin with me. I'm feeling good. I think I'm going to take first shift. I think everybody should get some rest.
I think we should have at least 2 people.
I'll stay up.
Just switch halfway through.
Yeah.
Right.
Karina
And,
is gonna... Oh, go ahead. Sorry. Karina is gonna go and find, for lack of a better term, the cuck chair, as every bedroom seems to have one. And she's going to sit down and pull out her pipe and finally indulge a bit and take a little bit of the stress that has been weighing on her body off. And just shamelessly in front of everyone, fill this room with maybe a slightly sweeter smoke than the mildew.
As Ira joins Brawk and Gloria already in sleep, with Hawthorne and Nyne and Karina staying up a little, you sit down in this chair. It's far from comfortable, and covered with equally as much dust as you plop down into it. But you light your pipe, the smoke and dust intermingling in this space. Did you all, and do you still have your flashlight on, or is it off? Like, is it pitch in here?
Flashlight is just sitting on Karina's lap.
Okay.
So.
If the flashlight does get turned off, Hawthorne would have one himself and turn one on to keep watch.
So this room entirely illuminated just by the little bits of gray light that make it in here through the windows and your flashlight, which illuminates just all, again, the dust that hangs in the air. But you will start to get some rest. Over the next couple hours, let's say the first 2 or 3 hours, while Hawthorne and Nyne and Karina are awake, and Ira and Brawk and Gloria are asleep, is there anything the 3 of you would be doing? None.
Before we do that, Nyne would have put Gloria down and made sure she was comfortable beforehand, and walked over to a window, noticing that Karina is sparking up again. And you know what? At this point in time, do it. I'm not even going to judge you. You've earned it. You totally deserve that. We've gone through a lot of stuff. But Nyne is actively fighting sleep and asks the other 2, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing here? Like, do you think we can actually beat her?
I think we're just trying to survive.
I'm trying to get back to the person that well, there's another person I'm supposed to be, and I don't think this is it.
To answer your question, Nyne, I don't think we can beat her. I think she not only plays the pieces, but owns the board. And I'm okay with that.
I do not want to be one of her pieces.
I know. And I'm okay with myself being a piece, but I'm not okay with any of you. Or Ira. I'm okay with dying. I've made peace with that so many times since I stepped off that train the first day. But I've also met you guys, and I actually care about you. And Gloria, and Brawk, and Ira, and maybe we can't beat her. But maybe we can save them. Maybe we can get you back to where you're supposed to be, Hawthorne.
To answer you, Nyne, I'm just going forward. There's no other way to go. Everyone else seems to be standing still. Just to stand still, because they don't know what to do. You know, at least I see a path. At least I see a direction. A different spot than here. And I'm gonna hold on to that.
No one's gonna die on my watch if I got anything to say, okay? Know that, first off. We're all equally strong in our own weird, fucked up sort of way. Okay? But we work well together as a unit. We got each other's backs. And honestly, like, whatever the fuck she's got going on, I don't even think she even has an actual friend. I think everybody in this town is afraid of her. I don't think she knows what a friend is. Okay? Like, feel like we can do something for, you know, these people here. We were brought here for a reason, whether it be her little playthings, which, once again, I also co-sign the fact that I don't like being a plaything. I don't like, well, house is settling. Okay, I don't like doing that. I refuse to be someone's fucking plaything. Okay? But working together, we can do that. Okay? Just we keep an eye off each other. Yeah.
As you finish your speech, Nyne, Karina has passed out about 3 words in.
I just put everybody to sleep when I talk, but you did that too when I was talking to you at the other place. You just passed the hell out. I was like halfway through and you just in this chair, drunk as hell.
I don't remember that.
Okay. You know what? Okay. That's fine. Just put a blanket over her.
And as Nyne and Hawthorne sort of sit there, Hawthorne's gonna start. I don't know if you're gonna let me do this, Ethan. We'll see. Hawthorne's gonna start remembering a lullaby that he used to sing to younger children, and he's gonna start singing that. Very lightly, not trying to wake up people, but something to keep him awake. If you would like me to start singing something, I can.
You can. You don't have to.
It's probably going to be copyright, so it wouldn't be good.
Okay, well, in that case,
like,
let's hold off.
It would be like the Lord of the Rings last goodbye or something.
Oh God.
No.
Heartbreaking.
No,
lullaby.
but he just starts singing a lullaby to keep himself awake, hoping that it might, keep Nyne awake as well. Sort of someone just singing.
I have a question, Hawthorne and Nyne, as the two now who remain on watch now that Karina has fallen asleep. How long are the two of you going to keep this watch before you wake up the next shift?
I think we would go 4 hours
4
to
hours?
allow people to hit REM cycle to get their full amount of sleep.
Okay. The next hour or so, to bring it to 4 hours, passes with quiet conversation and song, interspersed with long stretches of silence where all you hear is the thunder and the rain, the dripping. Who are the two of you waking for the next shift?
Yeah, we'd probably aim for Gloria first because she was the first to pass out.
First, so I feel like
Yeah, she fell asleep first. Whoever fell asleep
I feel
first
like I'd be like,
gets first
sorry.
wake.
Yeah, like I will definitely take this watch.
But it needs to be 2, right? So Brawk should offer to help, unless Nyne is going to insist.
You
should get some sleep.
Okay.
You should get some sleep.
Uh,
I'll kind of
yeah.
jiggle Brawk awake.
So the two of you... Oh, hold on, bro. The two of you wake Gloria. And you, Nyne, start to... Yeah, okay. You take her spot, already warm on the bed, and you are out like a light the second your head hits the pillow. And then Gloria and Hawthorne, you shake Brawk awake. Doesn't wake up. He's breathing, don't get me wrong. Snoring even. But when you shake him, he just doesn't wake.
Hawthorne will look at Brawk. Brawk! 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 And scream louder and louder, but I'm trying not to yell into the microphone. He'll scream louder and louder, not trying to wake Ira, but Ira is right next to him.
Ira also continues as you shout Brawk's name to sleep quite peacefully.
And then Hawthorne goes, okay, you guys, are the people who fell asleep in this room not waking up? Like, Gloria was not, she was asleep before we came in the house, so she's different. She's different. I can't go to sleep. I'm the one person who hasn't slept, and they're sleeping, and I don't know how to wake them up, and he starts freaking out.
Karina, you hear the shouting and come to.
What's going on? Why were you yelling, Hawthorne? Is there trouble? Did the ravens get him?
Brawk isn't waking up. Ira's not waking up, and now Nyne's asleep, and I don't know if Nyne's gonna wake up. Gloria, you woke up. You fell asleep here. You fell asleep here. Does that mean I could fall asleep? Does that mean I could? Gloria woke up. Did she not fall asleep?
Hawthorne, please, don't make me slap you. What do you mean Brawk won't wake up?
I don't think I should be the one to explain this. Somebody else needs to explain this, because I'm a little freaking out right now.
So I was trying to wake up Brawk for the next watch, and I can't seem to rouse them.
Karina will stand up almost alarmingly quick and cross the room with her flashlight, which probably is getting pretty low on power now, because it's been on for the last 4 hours. But she will go up to Brawk's side of the bed and just start searching him for injuries, for damage, see if he's feverish, and just kind of like do a once-over.
Hawthorne is slumped at the bottom of the bed, by the way, and now sort of like rocking because he's trying to keep himself awake.
Go ahead, Karina, and see what skill roll that would be. Based off of what you have, I would say you can either do a healing check, which would be untrained for you, but that would be looking for specific injuries, or you could do just a general notice check, which would just be a less medical but just once over of Brawk's person. I'm
actually skilled in healing now.
Oh, you are?
Also, I I only slept for probably an hour, so I'm probably still fatigued, eh?
You can take one of the... Oh, you slept for a couple hours. Both of your fatigue levels are gone.
Oh, thank God. Also, I just came up with a theory.
Same for you,
I'll
Gloria.
explore one in a second.
Your fatigue is gone.
Okay. So she
Okay.
will look over Brawk and use a healing check. Let's see what we get here. I got a 5 on the healing check.
You find no sign of... Well, you find signs of injury on this poor man. He has been through it over the last couple days. But there is nothing... There's no head wound that you see that would certainly be something you would expect for someone who is not waking up. You even lift one of his eyelids and use your flashlight. And his eyes still dilate, but they are flicking in dream. Even as you lift them and shine the flashlight into his eyes, they continue to flick back and forth.
The donuts.
Does this remind me of what happened to the people on the train? Because I observed them really closely. I pulled back a curtain. And...
I will say, you didn't give them a medical once-over, but there are a lot of similarities. Incredibly deep sleep that he doesn't seem to be waking from. There is one difference, though, that you notice, and that is the individuals that you observed in the sleeping car seem to be having fitful sleeps, nightmares. Brawk isn't giving any external indication of a nightmare. No groaning or screaming or crying, just sleep.
They all ate the donuts.
They did. Hawthorne, I saw your
did
hand.
you eat anything?
Oh no,
else?
Hawthorne. Yeah, Hawthorne was going to pull out a donut and have that realization as well. So you're perfectly fine. Hawthorne, hearing Karina say that, will start to fall asleep, and will fall asleep at the end of the bed on the ground.
Karina's gonna cross the room quickly and give him a slap to wake him up.
Oh, what? You said I didn't eat. I didn't eat a donut. I didn't eat a donut. You just woke me up. What?
That was literally our first theory. It's not necessarily certain.
You got sleep. It's hard to stay. Okay, I'm awake. Oh, I'm freaking out again. Okay, I'm awake.
Gloria,
Yes.
you're...
I didn't eat a donut.
I know that. But you're better with
Oh, yeah.
medicine and... What
Let
do we
me-
do?
I don't know if there's anything I can do. I don't know if I can help, but I'll give him a once over. As I go over to Brawk, I want to look for some. So, yes, he's hurt, but can I specifically look for if there's like a wound or something that it looks like I could try to heal, or if maybe this is mental?
Go ahead and make me a medicine check. Or a healing check, excuse me.
At this moment where Hawthorne's trying to stay awake, he's remembering that Nyne has eaten a significant amount of donuts and he just laid down. And so he's going to try and wake up Nyne to see if the amount of time you slept matters at all.
Got it. Let's wait for a sec to see what Gloria rolls here.
I rolled a 4.
A 4. So remind me exactly what it was you were looking to try to discern.
I feel like there's something wrong, because if there wasn't something wrong, he'd be waking up. So I'm looking first to see if there's a discernible, a wound that looks like it might render somebody unconscious for their body to heal, like a coma. And if not, then I think that it's something mental. Something's happening in Brawk's mind, and I want to try to maybe I don't know.
I'm going to say this. With healing, you see, again, just like with Karina, there are definitely the signs of the past injuries that Brawk has dealt with. But nothing that would make you think that he's comatose.
Yeah, then I want to try to maybe...
I'll
even spin the PowerPoints. I'd like to try to heal.
Before you do, I'm going to give you this as part of your success. Could you also make me an occult roll?
A 9.
So a success with a raise. This is not the physical. This is something beyond. Curse, trance, who knows what word would be most appropriately applied to it, but this is not the result of any injury or medical malady. This is something beyond that. And Hawthorne, you go to shake Nyne, and he does not wake. And it is as... Oh, continue.
Hawthorne was going to impulsively take out the donut and like hold it over their faces, seeing if it would wake them up. He's trying to think of, he's delirious. And he's like,
I think they're...
Nyne, I got another donut. Nyne. No, he's not waking up, you guys.
Gloria, what were you saying?
I think they're cursed. I think something's happened. It's like a spell. I could try to dispel it.
As you are saying this and having this conversation, you all hear a noise from outside of this room. It sounds almost like the jingling of keys is the only way I can describe it. Does anyone immediately go to investigate, or would you all stay here?
Karina would make her way to the door.
Okay.
I would stay with them. I have this feeling I could try to dispel the curse.
Okay.
Hawthorne's following Karina a little bit, just so you know.
Hawthorne, just stay here, watch over Gloria. I'll keep the door open. I want to make sure nobody else is in this house. We are incredibly vulnerable right now.
Pull out a weapon or something? I mean, do something. At least I got my horns on my head, so they're at the ready. You got a weapon?
She'll pull out her gun. And very timidly, but still determined, open the door and try to find the source of the key jingle noise. See what is awaiting her outside that door.
You hear the sound again as you step out, gun in hand, opening this door, flashlight in the other. And you hear the sound. It's from overhead. You look up and you see a raven in the opening in one of the holes in the roof here. And it makes that same jingling sound again and again and again.
Have I heard this jingle before?
No, not this. Though, like I said, it sounds like the jingling of keys or metal rustling or banging together.
She will look over towards Hawthorne and Gloria and then look up at the raven. What do you want? What do you want from us?
As you ask, what do you want? It makes that sound one last time. and then you watch as it takes off from the hole in the roof where it was, flying away out of sight. And just 2 seconds later, you hear from the front door.
Hawthorne will be right behind Karina all of a sudden. What was that?
It was a knock. Watch my back.
Well,
And close the
he
door
will.
with Gloria inside.
He will literally be on her back. Like he's a little delirious, so he doesn't understand space at the moment. So he's literally just going to be walking right on top of her.
She will hand him the flashlight. And then very slowly open the door just a crack so she can look out the door.
There's a person standing outside the door.
Do they look familiar? What do they look like?
Well, you said you opened only a crack at first, so you see that there is a person there. As you open a little bit more to get a better view, you see a figure whose face is currently concealed by a tilted umbrella. But when she lifts it back, a familiar raven-haired, red-lipped, pale-skinned woman looks at you and says, "Good afternoon. May I come in?" And that's where we'll pick up next time.
Oh, hell no.
Oh.
Great session, everybody!
Motherfuckers eating the goddamn donuts.
Let's go!
Fuckers eating the donuts.
Fantastic session, everybody. That was so good. Now, those of you here in the stream, please don't go anywhere so that we can raid. But before we do, we have to hear our announcements from what our incredibly talented cast is up to. So, Anna Margaret, would you like to lead off on this?
Sure. So I have some really exciting news today.
Today.
The channel that I'm launching, it's a new TTRPG channel I'm launching with my friends Lewis Stardust and Ian, and we've been working on this for quite a while, and our first episode goes live today. It's going to be a series of one-shots broken up into 2 to 3 episode chunks, and I'm so excited. This first one is a Pokemon D&D game, and so it's a remix of D&D 5e to have everyone play as a Beastmaster Ranger with their own Pokemon. I am so excited. I think it's such a fun game. Can't wait for you to see it. And very soon, there'll be an episode with the amazing Lauren and Ethan. And then a little bit after that, we'll also have SallyQuinnCreations and hopefully you other folks in this game too. Just got to lure you to my studio. And I'm so excited. So if you have a second, definitely take a look.
Hell yeah.
And I've dropped that in the chat and pinned it to the top of the page. Oh, and so has Sally. Look at that.
Hey, share the love.
I just put the link in there, and she even went in and she's like, "Check out this great game," and tagged.
Well, you didn't have to say anything about it. I was just naturally
Matty!
I don't know if I have anything actually coming up besides the previously mentioned Lord of Sins game, which Ethan is traumatizing us on a monthly basis, and I cannot wait for you guys to witness our deaths. Besides that, I've been making a bunch of cosplays. My massive build I've been working on for over 5 months is almost done. It'll be done in 2 weeks. And if anyone is in Calgary, I will be there selling dice and trying to not die. Have a good time.
Always a good goal. Always a good goal.
Yeah. No, yeah, exactly. Just surviving. I'd just be surviving.
Mav.
I was like, what is disconnecting? It was you doing things. Hey everyone, it's your friend Blackout on the internet here. I'm currently playing some games. We finished up High on Life on Saturday, but you can find me here on DigitalClubhouseTV tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as I pick up another episode of We Are OFK, a game that is driving me insane because I cannot stand any of the characters in this game, but I'm having a blast because they all make dumb decisions that I'm not in control of. But I won't be streaming on Saturday, but I will be somewhere else on Identico, which will be talked about later on down the line. And then I'll be back again on Sunday for, actually, we're going to be playing Marvel Rivals again on Sunday because the new season starts and Queen Bitch, Emma Frost is in the game. And yeah, and then week after that, next weekend, I'm off. Nothing, because WrestleMania is next weekend, so you don't have me for nothing. So yeah. Goodbye.
Sally.
Hey, you guys, it's Sally. We stream all week long. We're right now playing some amazing split fiction with the wonderful 95% Lauren. We're jumping back and forth from our streams, which one we're playing on. So you guys should totally check that out because she got to be a farting pig and she was so happy about it. We also have so many amazing D&D games going from Anna Margaret's all the way to Identico that's happening this week, charity stuff. So make sure you guys tune in and give 1,000 Faces a follow. Everybody here a follow. We all appreciate it. And thank you, Ethan, for such a fun game.
Thank you for being a part of it. Lauren, my dear.
I'm in places doing stuff, mostly here. I'm playing, as you heard, the wonderful split fiction with the wonderful SallyQuinn. And on Identico, and we're doing a charity thing, and we're hanging out with Anna Margaret and I sent Daydreams, which is really nice, and then playing other games with my friends, and it's all here. So if you want to see me, be here. Okay, bye.
There are currently 2 previews of Lords of Sin on Go Buff Yourself right now. That whole series will be starting to drop in late spring, but it is sounding so good, so please go give that a listen. And like I said at the top of the stream, you can always find past episodes of this, but in a slightly more narrative play way. So taking out the gaps and the breaks and the looking for your dice and whenever possible, the co-DMing. So feel free to go check that out. We have a lot on there. We have over 20 episodes of Wild Beyond, almost 20 episodes of City of the Crimson Tower on there, a full Mothership miniseries, several one-shots, all for you to listen to for free right now. No ads. It's literally just free.
And Ethan, it's
and I edited all myself. But thank you all so much for being here. Let's get this raid going. We're going to be raiding Magic Academy RPG. They're playing some Pathfinder here right now. So until we see you all next time, which this is going to be a busy week, so we're going to be off here on this channel for a little bit. So the next time we'll be streaming will be the Identico charity game on Saturday in lieu of Wild Beyond. So until we see you then, take care of yourselves, my friends. Be good to yourselves. It's a stressful time out there. Remember, it's okay to take time off. In fact, it's healthy. It's good. Take time off because we need you when, it's time to fight and vote and all of that. So, fuck fascists, take care of yourselves, be good, and until we see you next time, stay wild and go buff yourselves. Bye, all.